So for the first part of today's meditation, we'll do it some mindful stretching. So if you're able to do it from standing, that's probably ideal. But if standing for 10 or 15 minutes is going to be difficult, then you can just do the stretches from a sitting position. And as usual, if any of the stretches are going to cause pain or really significant physical problems, just don't do it, or just do a portion. Be mindful of what your body is telling you, what it needs. Don't do things that are going to inflict a lot of pain or anything. You can modify any of these stretches, but even just starting with standing, or if you need to be sitting, even that can be a position to be more mindful of. Because of course, throughout the day, we're often sitting or standing. We don't usually pay much attention to what's actually happening in our body, what it feels like to be standing or sitting. So if you're standing, really notice the pressure on the bottom of your feet. Notice where on the bottoms of your feet you feel the most pressure. So feel your feet kind of grounding you, and feel your legs supporting you. You might notice some muscles in your legs that are a little tightened if you're standing, to help hold you up. Obviously, if your leg muscles were 100% relaxed, you would just sort of collapse. But somehow, without thinking about it or paying attention, the right muscles automatically tighten up a little. Notice if you feel it. Notice even little details. Notice if your weight is distributed evenly on the left and the right foot, or evenly towards the front and back of the feet. Notice if your knees are kind of bent a little or locked, or even the position of your feet. And then with your upper body, you can be aware of your hands and arms, just let them hang loose. And be aware of your torso, your back, your belly, your chest. Notice your posture, maybe purposely taking an upright posture. And notice that you can probably feel some movement happening in your belly or chest or both as you breathe in and out. And feel your neck supporting your head. Notice if there's any tension in the neck. And feel your head and face. Notice if there's any tension in the face, any muscles that are kind of tight. See if you can just let it relax, let your face be sort of loose. The muscles around the eyes, the jaw muscles, muscles around the mouth. Relaxed but upright. Shoulders and arms loose. Feeling your body as it is. And then maybe raising your arms, keeping them with the elbows straight, but raising them to the sides, and then continuing in an arc until you bring your hands completely overhead if you're able to, or to whatever position feels okay for you. And as you reach up, just feel what that's like. You might notice various muscles that get engaged, muscles that tighten, muscles that stretch. Or you might feel different sensations in your fingers. So as the blood tends to pool down the arms, you might feel some tingling or other sensations in the fingers. You might notice some muscles starting to get tired. And if you need to put your arms down, you can, but if you can hold them a little bit longer like this, you can even try to reach higher if you want. Really feel the stretching, feel where the various sensations are. And then bring the arms back down. Feel the movement. Notice how you're controlling your arms and how you can let them go at the end. And then notice how your arms feel. And differences compared to when you started. feeling your shoulders down through your arms, right to your fingers. Also notice that you're breathing and again, feeling your breath. And then from here, raising just the right arm up, reaching with the fingertips up towards the ceiling. And if you're reaching up with your right hand, if you want, you could sort of let your left heel come off the ground a little bit, kind of lean into the stretch a bit more. Really feeling it. If you find your mind going to thoughts of other things or thoughts about what we're doing or any thoughts, just acknowledge that those are thoughts and then come back to just feeling your body. Trying to be really present. And then bring the arm back down and feel what that's like. You might notice a kind of relief when you let it go, and notice any difference now between how your right arm and your left arm feel. Just feel your body overall. And of course, anytime your mind wanders off, you can just come back to your body. Just feel it. Maybe bring the other arm up now and doing the same stretch on the other side. Reaching, feeling the stretching, feeling all the various sensations, especially in your shoulder and up your arm, and even into the hand and the fingers. You can even make little changes to the position of your arm and shoulder. Notice how that feels. Might be certain positions that sort of give you the best feeling of stretching or that stretch different areas. And then bringing the arm back down if you haven't already, and feeling the movement, feeling the letting go at the end. And noticing any difference between the right and the left arm. Just feeling both your arms relaxed and loose. Feel your whole body, however it is right now, including the feeling of breathing. And then one more time, bring both arms up overhead. And then once your arms are up, just take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just leaning to one side. So kind of letting your body create a curve. And you could keep your hands separate if you want, or you can kind of interlock your fingers and bring your hands together if you want. Just notice where you feel the stretching. And you can either intensify it or ease off, depending what your body feels like, what your body needs. Again, just don't overdo it. And then breathing in, coming up. And as you breathe out, lean to the other side. Feel what that's like. Just relaxing into it, breathing naturally. Maybe relaxing into it a bit more with each out breath. And then breathing in, coming up. And breathing out, bringing the arms back down. And just let everything go. If you want, even maybe shake out the arms and hands a little bit. Loosen up and then let them hang loose again. And just be connected with your body. Using this time to take a break from thinking and doing and planning, and just using this time to be. And then from here, just raising the shoulders up, kind of like you're shrugging, bringing your shoulders up towards your ears. Notice how that feels. And then bring the shoulders back down. Then move the shoulders forward, towards each other. So that maybe just move a little, but you might feel some stretching across your upper back when you do this. And then letting the shoulders come back down again, and then pulling the shoulders back. And now you might feel stretching across your chest. Then bring the shoulders up again, and now just circling through these positions, just making a nice big circle with your shoulders, taking your time. Usually the slower the better, because then you can really try to feel it the whole way around. And if you want, you could change directions and reverse the circle. And then let everything relax again. Just let your shoulders and arms be loose and feeling them, feeling your whole body. Again, feeling sensations of breathing. And then from here, just bring your chin down in front, kind of letting your head hang a little. So just so you get a gentle stretch of the back of the neck. Go easy on the neck stretches, especially if you have any neck problems or injuries. Just feel whatever this is like. You might notice some areas that are tight. And then bring the head back up, just resting in the center. And then bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, just kind of leaning it to the side. And you can do this without, forcing anything. I've seen people do stretches like this where they grab their head and pull as hard as they can to make, stretch, but I kind of worry about injuring the neck that way. Probably not the best to do that. Just take it easy, tilt the head to the other side. And again, just easing into it. Just kind of relaxing the head to the side, and notice if this side of the neck is any tighter than the other side or any difference. And then from here, bring your chin down in front again, but now continuing through the three positions, side to side, and then rolling the chin around the front. Nice and slowly. You can always stop if you feel dizzy, or if you want, you can reverse the direction. And then bring your head back up to the center again. And actually from here, let's do, while we're at it, a couple more stretches. So for the next one, if you raise your left arm just in front of you, so it's parallel to the floor, and then move it across the front of your body. And then you can raise the other hand up and kind of just pull gently on the elbow or the upper arm. So you're kind of pulling it into your chest. And you'll probably feel stretching in the upper arm or shoulder. Just feel what that's like. And then relaxing the arms. And then reversing, so if you now bring the right hand up in front, and then move it across your body, and then the other hand and arm can come under it, and just pulling it gently. Just feel what that's like. And then let it go and relax. And then let's do another one with the arms. If you raise your right arm up, straight up in the air, and then lower your right hand kind of behind your head, down your neck and upper back, just however far it'll seem to go. And if you want, you can kind of gently use the other arm hand to pull the shoulder, or depending on your flexibility, another option is to reach up with the other arm behind. Some people can even bring their hands together and interlock the fingers, or just reach them towards each other. And just doing whatever your body feels is, gives you a decent amount of stretching without pain. And then relaxing the arms again. You shake them out a little. And then we'll do the same stretch the other side. So if you raise your left arm up in the air, and then let the elbow bend, left end of elbow bend, so that you reach with your left hand behind your head or neck, down your upper back. And again, if you want to, you can sort of just accentuate the stretch a little bit, or else reach up your back with the other hand and see if you can bring your hands towards each other. Notice where you feel the stretching the most, where the muscles are tightest. And then relaxing the arms again. Feel what that's like. And then let's do one more, just to get a bit of a twisting stretch of the spine. So if you maybe place your hands on your hips, and at first keeping your hips and shoulders where they are, just turning your head to look over your left shoulder. So you get a gentle twisting stretch of the neck. Feel what that's like. And then turning the head to look over the other shoulder. And then bringing the head back to the center. And then looking again over the left shoulder, but at the same time letting the hips and shoulders follow so that your whole body twists to the left. So you get a twist of the whole spine. And then coming back to the center, and then twisting the other way. And then coming back to the center, and relaxing the arms, letting them hang. And just really be aware of your whole body. Notice as well that you're breathing and feeling your breath moving in and out. Any time of day or anywhere you are, you could always connect to the present moment this way by just reconnecting with your body. And then mindfully, if you're standing, mindfully move into a sitting position. And then we'll continue the meditation sitting with just maybe a brief period of sitting with the breath focus. So once you're sitting comfortably, perhaps closing your eyes, letting the shoulders relax. Let's see if you can sit with an upright posture, almost as if there's a string attached to the very top of your head pulling upward. So your head and neck and spine are in good alignment, the shoulders and arms relaxed. And from this position, notice that you are breathing. You're still breathing. Well, hopefully you are. And most of the time, of course, we're not very aware of our breathing. Right now, without controlling it, just breathing naturally, letting the breath happen, be aware of it. Feel the sensations in your body of breathing in and then of breathing out. Just letting the breath happen. It moves in and out like a wave. See if you can stay with it the whole way through. Feeling the whole in breath from the start right to the end, and then feeling the whole out breath from the start to the end. Notice where in your body you feel the breath the most. You might feel it a bit in your nose. If you're breathing through your nose, a sensation of air flowing in and out of the nostrils. Or you might feel your breath through feeling the movement of your belly or your chest, or both. Just feeling the breath, feeling the air moving in and out, the lungs inflating and deflating. Letting go of everything else. Although if thoughts keep coming up, this doesn't mean that you're supposed to push them away or anything. You can just be aware that thoughts may keep coming up and other experiences keep coming up. You could choose not to focus on those and instead have the breath as your central focus. See if you can stay with one full cycle of the breath, one cycle of inhaling and exhaling, and then just feel the next cycle of the breath and the next, continuing like that until your mind wanders or your attention kind of just loosens up, and then you can refocus. You can always start fresh. Just feeling this breath right now. And then the next breath, and the next. Another option is to have a more open attention, just sitting with an openness to whatever experiences are occurring each moment. Lay out the welcome mat for all of it. So that includes the breath sensations, all the body sensations. It includes other sensory experiences, but also including thoughts and feelings and impulses. So just sitting with this kind of openness to the present moment. Notice how rich each moment is. So much happening. Even when we sit still and don't do anything, there's so many sensations and sensory experiences, so many thoughts and feelings, images, memories, impulses, and all of these different things changing from moment to moment. And see if you can notice the observer, the part of you that's able to observe all these things, be aware of them. And just staying with this open awareness for the last few moments until you hear the bell ring. And then see if you can maintain this observing even after the meditation ends. In other words, noticing details of your experience.